Welcome to the first episode of Wake and Bake. I'm your host, Jay, the Hood Therapist, one half of the Opinions Podcast BX show. Shout out to my co-host Drew, also the executive producer of any other show that I put online. You know, we keep it family orientated. We also support a lot of small businesses. We go crazy with small businesses. So if you're a small business, if you're an independent brand, and you want us to rock your clothes or maybe even interview you for the shows, please reach out to the Opinions Podcast BX Instagram page. Send us a DM. We on Gmail, we on YouTube. We basically everywhere you need to find us, you can find us. We also have a phone number. But I'm not gonna lie, I need to get in touch with my co-host to get the phone number again. But basically, this is just what it is. It's a smoking show for you stoners. And for people that's not stoners. I mean, this show is just unscripted. It's very much off the whim. And I plan on keeping it that way. Because the Opinions Podcast show is gonna be more of everything's gonna be in line. And also the talking with tokes. Talking between tokes, excuse me. That's gonna be also where we have it, everything configured out correctly. But this show is more of just sit back, relax, and talk. There's nothing pre-scripted. Shit might just happen. It's unedited. You might hear my dog walking by because we are in my house. Yes, no longer in my son's room filming the show with on the green screen. This is actually the background. Sorry for the curtains. Gotta repair those. Shout out to Home Depot. But yeah, that's basically it. We're just gonna sit down. We're just gonna have some conversation, and we're just gonna talk and smoke. Squad's called Wake and Bake. See how much the conversations get more interesting once we hop.
This food too makes it cold, right?
See, my wife is always giving me advice.
Sorry.
I didn't know that though. I was wondering why that shit was getting cold so fast.
Because it's a metal rod basically conducting cold air into it.
Oh, look at her with the scientific facts early in the fucking morning. You don't have to put it so close to you. It picks up very well.
That's good.
I can't hear it. We won't be able to hear it till we
I'm
finish.
saying, is that good?
Yeah, that's fine. You don't gotta yell into it or nothing like that. Let me introduce the other voice you'll be hearing is my wife.
Hello.
And she doesn't want to be on camera today. So we're just gonna leave her off camera and we're just gonna have her audio coming in. But as I was explaining to the listeners, this show is just called Sunday Wake and Bake. It's just exactly what it says. We smoke weed, we drink some hot liquid, preferably tea for me because I don't really drink coffee, even though I drink her coffee whenever she buys it. But we're just going to discuss shit and we're going to smoke. And we always smoke good. Today we're smoking on, what is this, Purple Urkel? Some shit like that.
That's what you told me.
That's what I think it is.
Purple Urkel?
Yeah, Purple Urkel. Purple Urkel. Like Steve Urkel, I guess. If you're not from, if you wasn't a kid back in the days, you don't know about Steve Urkel. Our kids nowadays is different.
They are very different. But that's okay.
There we go. Let me pass you this too. You don't got an ashtray over there, do you? Wait, yeah, ashtay's up there. The Star Wars up
It's
there.
way far.
Well, I'm on camera, so I really can't go get up and get it. Also, Big shout out for the clothes to BX Logo. Always supporting small brands. Always, I mean, fuck that up though. And of course, shout out to 22. It's the only hats I wear. Dead serious. My wife is here as a witness. Trust me, I have 4 big boxes full of 22 hats. I fuck with the logo that much. Okay? That much. That's how much I fuck with this logo right here. That much. That's enough said on that. So yeah, every show I promise you will be a different hat. No, I'm not sponsored by them, but I just support. It's really simple. Sorry if you hear little tip taps. That's my dog. She thinks she's like a mummy. Every blanket, I have a beagle, and every time we buy her a blanket, she doesn't lay on the blanket. She likes to go into a cave into the blanket. It's the weirdest shit because she looks like a ghost. My wife is actually taking footage of it right now. So I'm going to put them little footage into the show so you can actually see this crazy shit. Because there's some shit that when you're smoking, you're just looking at it and be like, what the fuck is she doing? But anyway, I'm going to let her finish because this shit is hilarious. Just lay down already, nigga. Thank you. Now, the reason for this show is because I film these shows because it's therapeutic. Okay? As we all know, I'm going to touch on this subject now because it's a little bit of it weighs heavy on me. I suffer from depression. I know I suffer from depression. I suffer from depression. I suffer from PTSDs. I a whole bunch of shit going on. But I also learned that all you have to do is sometimes just really don't hold shit in. If you got something to say, say it. Just, try not to hold it in. Yeah, I know. We were just talking about that on the show, too. How she does that. Your mother took footage so I could put it in the thing. Okay? Now, if you hear another voice in here, that's my oldest dog. That's one of my oldest kids. She's also going to be commentating. Nobody wants to be on camera but my stupid ass. It's early in the morning. I know.
You don't know.
But like I said, I filmed this show because it's therapeutic. It keeps my mind occupied. Okay? And that helps, especially if you have depression, which I've fallen into a couple times this year. And we're not gonna get into that right now. That's for another episode. That's what the marijuana is for. Oh, speaking of which, y'all can pass that one. I'll light up this one, and then we'll pass this one too. So what's been going on this week, guys?
Not enough. Nothing interesting. Just work.
You're gonna have to bring the mic to like closer for the middle of y'all, so y'all can both talk into it. There you go. Like I said, any noises y'all hear, we so fucking unprofessional.
Working on it.
Don't worry, we're gonna have separate mics soon. Now that I know that these mics are official tissue, we're gonna buy some more. We're gonna find out to get like 4 mics transmitted. So what's been going on this week? Nothing special? Anything that bothers you this week? Anything you've seen that you're happy about that's coming up?
No, not excited about anything specific.
That's fucked up.
It's true though.
It's my wife talking, and tomorrow's my anniversary.
You did ask what's coming up.
I did say.
Oh shit, my bad.
No, what you hire? No, I said any
first,
things you're happy
anything-
to see coming up.
I,
It's on the video. We're gonna
is.
rewind it later.
It's
And see, this is
It's
the
it.
perfect opportunity. Men, I'm speaking to you guys. If you're married, you understand. How many times does your wife tell you, you never said that? Now it's on film. It's going to be a great episode. But yes, me and my wife are celebrating our 14th year together and our 4th year married. I'm still alive, folks. She hasn't killed me yet.
I haven't killed anyone yet.
That we know of.
I guess the operative word would be yet.
Oh shit! Was that a threat?
Not at all.
That felt like it. That felt like it was a little bit of a jab there.
Simply a statement.
That shit is crazy. Yeah, this fucking joint doesn't want to light up correctly. What's going on today? Is it damp out here?
Yes.
It is a storm.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going through a hurricane.
Right.
Supposedly. To me, the weather hasn't been serious in New York, at least for like the past 5 years. When they say a hurricane, we used to get hurricanes. Sandy was a hurricane. This isn't a hurricane. This is just raindrops. There's no more good snowstorms.
That's
None of that
right.
shit.
It's global warming.
Yeah, we fucked it up.
We didn't do shit.
Nah, they
My
say all the
carbon footprint
pollution.
is not conducive to me fucking up the world. That is prolonged carbon abuse. Fossil fuel usage abuse that has done this. I literally been alive for 28 years. I did not single-handedly do shit.
And I didn't contribute to it. I don't drive.
That's not the only way.
I know. I'm just stating. I don't
Take
drive,
public
which is one of the biggest
transportation.
contributors to it.
We take public transportation. Go
But
green.
supposedly public transportation is supposed to be better.
Yes.
How is it better?
Because
more
it's-
people are using one system of travel, so there's less cars or less.
But have you seen the exhaust that comes out of a fucking bus? That shit is hard. That shit is hot as it is.
But that's their argument. I'm not saying it's right, but that's the argument that they use when they say that.
It's supposed to be like less cars in the road.
Right. So it equals less exhaust. And now the buses are going completely electric. Which
DK.
thank you.
For those who don't know, DK means.
For those who don't know, DK to us means
like
maybe it's true, maybe it's not.
So they say.
So they say. There's a lot of words that you're gonna catch on to, especially when I'm sitting down with my family members, because we have a lot of hidden words that means one thing, but to us it means something else.
Yeah.
Double entendres. Yes, good
Double
word.
entendre.
Like that one. Like that one a lot.
Shit, Scrabble.
Scrabble word. Also, I want to shout out to Hustle with Him. Okay? We shot an interview this week. This is her brand. You can find the information on the Instagram page. I will be tagging it. Okay? She makes women's clothes, men's clothes, babies' clothes. She designs a lot of different things. Go check her out. We got some of the clothes here, but we'll put that on when it's her interview show. But yeah, this shit is fire. My wife loves it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I got a couple of topics that, even though it's unscripted, that I wanna get off my chest and I wanna discuss. One being might seem like a little bit of a rant, because it does piss me off. One being, I grew up in the 80s. I was born in the 70s. Okay? So I remember the 80s. And I remember when crack first hit the streets of New York. And when crack first hit the streets of New York City, it mainly hit the ghettos. When it hit the ghettos, as children, which I was a child, we would come outside and we would see the tops, different color tops. It looked like Skittles on the floor. So it was
the nasty rainbow.
It was the disgusting rainbow. You know how they say Skittles taste the rainbow? This was the nasty rainbow. But we always knew it as kids. We even turned it into fucking games, counting how many different color tops you could count.
Yeah.
We were stupid. But I say that to say this. I know that there is a company that is giving out these fucking needles. Don't get me wrong, okay? People gonna be like, oh, how you judging? How you judging? I'm not judging the person that's using the needle. What I am judging is use your common sense. If somebody is getting high, the last thing that they're gonna be worried about is cleaning up after themselves. Okay? And trust me, I got video and I got proof to back up the statement I'm about to make. How the fuck do you give out needles to needle using drug users? I understand you want to make sure everybody's clean. But who's responsible for picking up these fucking needles when they're left on the grounds of parks, left in the grounds on the streets next to schools? Who's responsible for that? What are we going to wait for? For one of these pre-K kindergarten kids to be playing outside their school on their way to school and look at a needle and say, oh, let's play doctor. Like, are you fucking serious? It's shit. No, there's no way you can make sense of this shit. And I travel New York. I'm all around New York. I'm going to Brooklyn this week, going downtown. I'm in the Lower East Side, and I'm definitely in the Bronx. But you can't give me a reason that this shit is happening. Unless it's the age-old reason. To get us the fuck out of New York City. But I'm big on conspiracies. But that's something else. We'll get into another day. But seriously, you mean to tell me there's nobody out there that could do a hazmat job?
I think there are. They probably just want to play them up or something. In the areas that they do are probably just parks or
Because I know parks workers are trained to clean that kind of stuff up, but it's because it's in their domain, so
But
to
it's
say,
not
like
just in the parks no more.
I know it's not just in the parks, but they're trained. So I'm pretty sure if park workers are trained, then the
Manhattan where there's cleaners that just walk the streets to keep it looking nice.
No, because even some parts of Manhattan, I'm surprised. Like, my wife works downtown Manhattan. We're not gonna give out the address because I don't need job motherfuckers trying to follow us that much. And on her way to work, she's even observing it more. She works in the 34th Street section. We'll give you that much. That's it. My Madison Square Garden. And how much have you seen? Because you a native New Yorker, even though she was born in Puerto Rico. Really? I think she was just born there. That's she moved. So she's only been back to Puerto Rico once, but she tells me I'm not a Puerto Rican.
don't be jealous.
Really? Only thing you got better than me is a fucking prettier birth certificate. But anyway.
Whatever.
Not even the real thing. Crazy.
Whatever.
So, how you feel 34th Street looks now?
Well,
In the past years?
well, it's not as great as it could be, but there's the thing out there is most of the commercial spaces, they actually take care of their neighborhood, their block, because on the block where I work, there's a bar that hires somebody that cleans that block 3 times a week, 3 to 4 times a week.
Wait,
And
they clean the block or they just clean in front of their
No,
establishment?
they clean the block from corner to corner
Wow.
on both sides.
Wow.
It's
I will give up the name of the bar, but that's giving up too much information.
and that's because on the guy's sweatshirt, it says the name of the bar, and it's like, because we care about our neighborhood, and they know that if they invest in their neighborhood,
Wow, you got to
gonna
show
come
me
back.
that spot because I really